What if nobody shows up? Welcome to Sober Living Snippets, where we live alcohol-free so we can heal our relationships, feel youthful again, and ditch regret and shame. Hello, gals. It is snippet time. Becca here. Welcome to the snippets. Super excited because this week we are doing vocabulary lessons. I saw that look. Come on, you're with me on this. I know you are. If you weren't here yesterday, get on board. We are doing vocabulary. Why? Because I am a retired English professor, and the words we use matter. So this week, we are going to learn which words to get rid of forever. See yesterday's episode for the first word that is no longer in your vocabulary. Today, we're learning a word that we're going to keep using, but we're going to use it differently. And all week long, we're either going to be getting rid of words or redefining words, becoming very clear on how we use words because they matter, they matter, they matter. And in fact, they matter so much that I'm doing a webinar February 22nd, and you're invited, by the way, called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Drinking. Manifest an alcohol-free life with ease. Change your thinking, change your drinking. Well, what are our thoughts? Our thoughts are words. Right, vocabulary, words. Got it? Got it. Okay. The way we speak, the way we think, the words we use matter. In fact, the thoughts we think and the words we make those thoughts up with create our lives. This is how our lives are created, or if you like, manifested. We'll keep this simple. Created is good enough. That's why we need to pay such close attention to the words we are using. Today's word, I'm cheating a little bit, is actually two words, but we're going to take it as one. And the word of the day is, what if? What if? What if? What if I fail? What if I get sick? What if I plan a webinar and nobody shows up? What if I quit drinking and I'm miserable? What if they don't like me? The list of what ifs is endless, isn't it? Gals, I'm very, very tempted to ask you to remove those words from your vocabulary, but instead, I'm going to teach you today how to use those words to your advantage. I hope you can see from the examples I just gave you how incredibly damaging those words are. Every example I just gave you will bring to you exactly what you're worried about. So when we talk about mindset, when we talk about manifesting our lives or creating our lives, whatever word you want to use, we create our lives by our beliefs and our thoughts, which lead to our actions and emotions, which lead to, hello, our lives, right? Right. So we got to get to the core of this, and that core is words, beliefs, language, thoughts, okay? So I'm not going to say to you, don't say what if anymore. Instead, I'm going to assign what ifs to you. That's right. Here's what we're going to do. What if I do a webinar and 500 people show up? What if I quit drinking and I'm so happy I can barely stand it? What if I never get sick again? What if they love me? What if everything goes according to plan? What if the snippets go viral? Ha ha ha, like that one. You see exactly where I'm going with this, right? I am dead ass serious, gals. I want you to start using your what ifs in the opposite way you've been using them. We're talking, of course, here about worry, aren't we? We've talked about worry on the show before. And really, that is what ifs are. What ifs are worries. What if I get sick? What if this? What if that? Worry, 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 worry. Worry is fear, right? It's fear of getting sick, fear of failure, fear of this, fear of that. So what ifs are just fear. We're just voicing our fears. I'm not judging, by the way. I hope you know that. Never judging, because it's how I live my life until my early 50s. But when we worry and we express our fears, what we do is we make them more likely to happen. We make them more likely to happen. What if I get sick is an invitation to get sick. You're sending to the subconscious, illness, on alert, we're going to get sick. The subconscious does not hear that you don't want it. It just hears sick. Sick. There's illness. Hello, right? So why not just send the message that you want to happen? Just take that what if worry, flip it on its head, and express it that way. What if I never get sick again? Why not? What have you got to lose? It certainly can't hurt anything, and the likelihood of you staying healthy increases tenfold, 100-fold, I don't know, 1,000-fold. So the word of the day today is what if, and I'm not barring it from your vocabulary, but I am asking you to flip it around. So please think carefully about how you use this word. And if you use it in some other way, maybe you don't say what if, maybe you say, oh, I hope I don't. It's the same thing, isn't it? I hope I don't get sick. I hope I don't fail. I hope people show up at the webinar, right? I'm human, gals. I have thoughts. Do I have any guarantees that if I put a post out in social media saying, come to my webinar, anyone's going to show up? I have no guarantee of that. If I invite you here on the snippets, how do I know if you're going to come? I might be getting a little more confident on that, but what about at the very beginning? What about at the very beginning, when I started the snippets? What if nobody ever hears my snippets? I could have been asking that, but instead, I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it my love and my best, and we'll see what happens. And I can tell you that for the first year, practically nobody heard them. I was almost talking to a void. Not quite, but almost. Way, way, way fewer people than are here now. I can tell you that much. But I stuck with it, knowing that I wanted to do this. I wanted you to hear my voice. Eventually, you would hear my voice, and more will come in the future. We must think about what we want, not about what we don't want, right? And we've talked about that a lot in the past. This is a way of helping you to think about what you want instead of what you don't want. So your assignment on this is to sit down with your journal and write down a list of what ifs. What if I'm happy for the rest of my life? What if my husband comes home and he's won the lottery? What if this meal I'm cooking is the best thing I've ever cooked? What if my kids love me so much I can barely stand it? What if the grandkids are happy and healthy for the rest of their days? Why not? Why not? This is not the same as positive thinking. More importantly than you doing that is you noticing when you're putting out worries in the form of what if. So if you don't want to say what if in a positive way, just stop saying it altogether. Okay? Some people are, not crazy about putting down positive affirmations like a robot, and there are reasons not to do it, but that's not the subject of this snippet. So if you don't want to write down what if could go right, at least eliminate the negative what ifs from your vocabulary. That is today's lesson. No more negative what ifs. And when you catch yourself doing it, which you will, we do it just happens, simply catch it, notice it, and move on, carry on. And eventually it'll stop coming like it comes naturally. We automatically worry, right? It's what grandmothers do. It's our job to worry. Well, we're going to stop worrying by changing this one little double word, what if. No more what ifs, gals. That is your vocabulary lesson on this lovely day in February. And super excited, February 22nd is coming, Saturday. And at 11 a.m. Pacific, I am doing a masterclass webinar, call it what you will, called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Drinking, How to Manifest an Alcohol-Free Life with Ease. It really can be done. And if you're thinking properly, you can get the subconscious on board and really can change your life a lot easier. We don't change our lives at the level of behavior. We change our lives at the level of beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. And that is what I'm going to be teaching on February 22nd. So go to the show notes and sign up for that, because what if you don't come? I'll cry. You'll come if you can. I know you will. And if you can't make it that day, sign up anyway so I can send you the recording and you can watch it at your leisure. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another vocabulary lesson. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.